Hey there, hope you're doing well. I'm going to be showing you how to grow your social media account from 0 to 50K plus followers. So before we get into that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Who am I? My name is Diego. I'm 19 years old, believe it or not. And I help scale e-commerce brands do paid and organic strategy. Why should you trust me? You should trust me because I've been in this space for over a year and a half. I have a good understanding of the algorithms. Heck, I've even built some personal pages of my own through in various niches, so on TikTok and Instagram. So I have a good understanding of content creation and organic strategy. Not only that, I've also helped a few e-com businesses. I'll post a few case studies in my next my next video or so to further prove my case. But anyways, I'm going to be discussing the following. I'm going to be discussing the need to build an online presence, the benefits of building an online presence, and the steps needed to take in order to build an online presence on social media. So I would be talking about this in the perspective of TikTok, since obviously it's a lot easier to do that on TikTok compared to like Facebook or Instagram. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the need to build an online presence. Today we live in a world where almost everything can be digitalized. We no longer need to remain local and have the ability to reach millions of people. So to put this into perspective, if you were to be selling a product locally, you'd probably get like 50,000 eyeballs on it, if anything, at the most. If you were selling online, you'd probably have 50 million eyeballs on it, assuming your marketing strategy is really good, your content creation is pretty good. The point is, you're able to reach a large following and large audience on social media. And that's kind of the power of social media and the internet. The ability to reach several people from all over the world and have several eyeballs on yourself or your business or brand. Your ability to promote yourself or build an online presence couldn't have been easier. Especially on TikTok or Instagram, where millions of people use it daily. Heck, even Facebook. If you're not taking advantage of this, obviously you're going to be in deep trouble in the long run. So here's some of the benefits of building a brand or business online. Low barrier to entry, depending on your niche. You don't need to worry about rent or office space. It's relatively remote. You can reach a larger audience. It could cause you to be a leading figure in the space. Of course, the output of content, producing several forms of short form content. You have several forms of online traffic, whether it's paid or organic or through an influencer or affiliate marketing. Access to powerful algorithms like the Facebook algorithm, the TikTok algorithm, heck, even the YouTube algorithm. And of course, the ability to monetize. You can earn money by literally making videos of yourself, which is insane. Benefits are basically endless, so you should definitely take advantage of that. Now here's the part you've been waiting for, which is the steps that are needed to take in order to build an online presence and grow to over 50,000 plus followers. Pick a niche. I actually made a video on this earlier. You can check out my channel. But I basically talk about saying that you want to pick something that you're familiar with or have expertise in. If you don't have any skills or expertise, you either learn that skill or you pick something that you're already knowledgeable in. Like, for example, let's say you want to be in the basketball niche and you want to show people, basketball, how to shoot the ball, how to dribble, stuff, drills that they could use to improve their game or whatever the case is. You can do that, but of course, you yourself have to be knowledgeable in basketball, or maybe even prove that you've played at a high level, right? You don't want to be just some Joe Schmo that can barely play ball or any of that, right? The point still stands that you want to be knowledgeable and really show your credibility. Otherwise, people aren't going to watch you. And two, you want to do research. Research is probably the key to most of these things, especially growing an online presence. You want to research the platform that you'll be on and understand the algorithms. In this case, research TikTok and understand how you can take advantage of their algorithms to grow a following with the short form content. I actually made a video on short form content and why it's king. You can also check that out. Not only do you do research on algorithms, you want to research your competition on the platform. You want to take note of the type of content that they produce, the hashtags they use, the sounds, the background, how they differentiate yourselves, and all that type of jazz. You want to be sure that you also want to stay up on trends as well. You basically want to do the same as your competitors, but better. If you know who Alex Hormozi is, he's a really amazing entrepreneur. You should look into him. But if you don't know who he is, he basically has said that if you want to be the best, you have to learn from the best. And the way you do that is you study them and you take note of the small things and the stuff that they do, and merge all of that together into yourself and differentiate it to the point where you're able to grow yourself as a brand and separate from your competitors. So learn from those doing better than you and those ahead of you. Take a few things from what you've noticed from them and implement that with what you plan to do. Step 3 is you plan and execute. You can't really grow a following on social media if you don't have an account. I meant to say, I don't know why it says accent there. So if you haven't already, so make one if you haven't already. If you haven't made one in the past, I haven't posted in a while. It may sound harsh, but you want to delete and make a new one because the algorithm doesn't really reward new or old accounts. So even though you have a new account, you can't expect to have thousands of followers if you aren't even posting content. So plan a strategy out for what type of content you want to make using the research and knowledge in your niche. And to start building an online presence. So don't expect that to happen overnight, though it does take time with patience and consistency. So as long as you have that, you're able to get it done. And of course, there's the outliers that maybe you do hit a viral video on your first video or first few weeks of trying, and that's great. But for most people, that's just not the case. So you really want to stay consistent and patient and really understand how you're able to make that a really good piece of content. So step 4 is how you make a viral video. It's making a viral video. So I actually made a video on this, but again, in summary, you basically want to do research on your niche and have a quality piece of content. A viral video basically has a good hook, engaging or valuable content, and has an effective call to action. So you want to keep track of your retention rate as well, because many people are focused on the followers or the likes someone gets, but no one realizes how powerful retention rate can be. So despite that, you want your videos to hit the For You page or blow up and get millions of eyeballs on it. This can help you grow a following and especially even lead traffic to your website, landing page, or profile, whether that's on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, etc. Sooner or later, you start seeing results and you'll now have a source of traffic you own and control. You can even use this audience for monetization, especially as a business owner. If you're in the e-com niche especially, a lot of people are using organic strategies on TikTok or even paid ads. Doesn't matter. The point is you want to build that presence on TikTok, especially if you have an e-commerce product, like even simple stuff like a plushie toy or like some device that makes it easier to do something. Because at the end of the day, something like that would be crazy on TikTok. There's that trend that has I bought this on TikTok or whatever. You can definitely use that to your advantage. And anyway, that just gets to the last step is consistently produce content. The one thing with content is you have to be like a mad scientist and test out several forms of content before you can really figure out what works out and what doesn't work out. Try producing high quality and valuable videos to get the idea of what to produce. I'd say, in my opinion, try posting 3 to 4 videos, maybe even 5 if you're really that bold, per week to take note of what you can do. Analyze that. You really want to analyze the analytics and really take note of how your videos are progressing. They say output is key, which is somewhat true, but it's also misleading since the algorithm doesn't reward you that heavily, especially if you're posting multiple times a day. At least that's based off of my experience. So if your content does well, upload a video every day and take note of the results. 3 months, you should be able to have a solid understanding of the algorithm and how you can produce decent videos of content. If you're still struggling, you're either not trying hard enough, you've given up, or you're probably missing a few tweaks to your content, whether that's, the editing, the sounds, hashtags, maybe sometimes, maybe even just to put it frank, your content isn't great. So maybe you could, like I said, just add a few tweaks to your content or just find ways that you can really hit it off. So now that you have an understanding of how you can grow your social media, you want to take action. Seriously, like what are you waiting for? Like right now is the time you should act. Stay patient and consistent. Of course, you still want to put it out there. You still want to consistently make content. Just with persistence, patience, and consistency, you'll be able to get there in no time. So message me. So of course, if you like this video, message me for comments, tips, questions, anything related to organic growth, even paid strategies. Follow and like, even comment on this video for more content like this. I really appreciate it. But at the end of the day, I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope to see you soon, possibly. Who knows? But I'll see you in the next video for sure. Goodbye.